Okay, so when we're looking at a problem like this where a number of x and y values are given and we need to determine the slope, there's a couple of things I want you to remember. First of all, we need to remember that the change in y over the change in x is equal to rise over run. And if you just kind of look at the numbers that are here on the screen, you can see that in the y values, they are decreasing or going down by 5. 11 minus 6 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. 1 minus 5 would be -4. So the rise or the change in the y values is going down by 5. The change in the x values is going up from 13 to 14 to 15 to 16, or going up by 1. So the slope of this line would actually just be -5. But there is another way you can also determine it if it's not as obvious. Maybe you're dealing with decimals or fractions and you can't really figure out how much it's going up or down in y and up or down in x, then there is actually a formula you can use as well. Just keep in mind that if you're going down, the value is negative. If you're going up, the value would be positive. So the equation that I'm talking about is if you take any two y values, y2 minus y1, and divide them by x2 minus x1, then you can solve for the slope there as well. So we're going to take these two x and y values up here, the first two in that chart. And so the second y value, this would be y2. And the first y value, this would be y1, would just be 6 minus 11. And then you do the exact same thing for the x values. So 14 minus 13, because you've got your second x here and your first x here. So 6 minus 11, once again, if you're looking at the number line and you are at the number 6 and you're going to subtract 11, you're going left on the number line, which would take you past 0 and down to -5, and then 14 minus 1. And once again, same exact answer, whether you actually just look at the changes kind of visually on the chart, or if you use this formula here. The formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is the slope formula.